Very good morning to everybody. And I've just spent 1 year exactly in the tea industry. So after Govind is saying that he doesn't know what to say, then Govind, I don't know what to say, my friend. But still, very good morning on that note, and thank you to Pasi for inviting me. Firstly, let me start by honoring the Honorable Shri Satya Srinivas, Chairman of Tea Board, industry leaders, and friends of the Indian tea. I want to share, obviously, since yesterday people have been telling me and sharing, it's a learning opportunity for me of what are the good points and probably the development areas that I think Govind talked about in the morning. So I will share some of my thoughts, whether they're relevant or not is up to you to decide. Because the theme that Upasi has put, I think, very relevant, which is innovating the tea ecosystem for the future. And obviously tea has a deep cultural meaning. Every Indian wakes up in the morning, the first beverage an Indian has is tea. So what can be more dearer and nearer to his or her heart? And when a poor laborer in Delhi and his wife go for, let us say, labor, a daily wage laborer, he just has a cup of tea as nutrition and maybe a glucose ka biscuit. So it really is a deep, important beverage from the consumer point of view, and hence the responsibility falls on us. But when I reflect at the industry, obviously we should be very proud because I think it is a matter of pride that this is such a large industry that touches everybody practically in the morning, in India for sure. But often I have seen, because I'm not from this industry, but I've worked in many other food and personal care businesses, is that industries' solutions are found not by one player, but industries have to rise together. Today Upasi has used the word ecosystem in today's theme, and I believe firmly that the entire ecosystem has to go up, right from the bottle leaf growers, to the plantation owners, to the industry middlemen, to the consumer and the packeteers. So maybe if there's a shared vision that exists in our industry, and I'm sure there is because everybody has a point of view. Today my earlier speakers who are more experienced than me talk about premiumization, sustainability, being relevant to the youth of today, which are the consumers of tomorrow, etc., etc. And I think that what will really enable that is the storytelling. When I went as a newcomer to the gardens in Northeast India, I was absolutely amazed at the art, the hard work, and the passion that the lady puts in to pick up the right two birds and the two leaves and the bud. Now, are we able to communicate that story to the consumer? The wine industry, maybe coffee industry, and both the earlier speakers have a stake in both the industries, have done that much better. So the responsibility falls on us also to communicate that story. We have great stories, and I was very happy to see the exhibition yesterday. A lot of people have communicated the same stories very, very well. I would also like to share some learnings I got from the quinoa industry. I'm sure all of you have heard about quinoa, which is basically a grain. And if you just look back at how Peru, the country in South America, 20 years back, it was nobody used to eat quinoa in US, Europe. And the government of Peru, along with a few people in that country, said, let us create a imagery for quinoa on health. So they put quinoa into the courses globally. When chefs used to learn to become a chef, they put in 5-star menus. And today, quinoa is one of the most sought after, aspirational ingredient in Michelin-starred restaurants across the world. It's taken 10 years, but I think if we as an industry, beyond the point that I think Govind and Sunil talked about, if we can actually put it in, for example, today when we are training new chefs in a hotel like this, tea is never a part of their pedagogy. It is how to make coffee, how to make mocktails, how to make cocktails, how to make beautiful pastries. So it has to be made there, because they have to also feel proud that they can innovate in tea and they can get a premium and they can get an imagery out of tea. So I thought the quinoa one is a great example. Beyond that, we have seen in Wagh Bakri itself, I mean, we come with 133 years of expertise, but today I met a lot of people who have 200 to 50 years of history in the tea industry. But we are trying new things, like we launched bubble teas in our tea lounges. We have a small number of them. So we are trying, but I guess the point is that the perception of industries or let's say commodities or brands don't change unless the entire industry shares a common vision. And I'm quite looking forward, now that we are blessed with a new chairman of T-Board. So, sir, we look forward to also your guidance, because this is certainly a beverage of choice for the Indian consumer. And I believe that the industry can come together. There's a lot of stuff which is there in this industry. We just need to come together and solve our problems together, because most of our problems or most of our issues for the future are actually common rather than separate. So on that note, I look forward to the interactions, and thank you very much for patient listening. Thank you.